As we're moving right along here in our coverage on the NFHS network. This is the fun group. This is the weight classes I like.
You do, huh?
Well, I like them all. But this reminds me of back when I was a lot thinner and in high school and wrestled 160, 170 in that weight class.
Yeah. Well, the thing about this weight class and these next 3 weight classes is you get big, powerful athletes. And it's fun to watch them wrestle. A lot of these kids are on football teams and do track and field and all kind of other
athletes.
stuff.
Young man from South is this Gabe McSherry?
Yes. No, we're at 160 pounds.
Or 160.
He is Elliott Chardo.
There we go. From
West. And the young man from the Colony Knights is Kamber Lucas.
Well, Chardo Elliott, he had a brother Leroy that won a state title last year.
Absolutely. And Kamber, he's a 2-time medalist in this tournament, 3rd and 4th place. He's a senior this year. And he told me that he only started wrestling in middle school. So both these kids are probably kids that haven't, again, athletes that didn't start wrestling when they were 5 years old. Kimber's a cross-country runner also.
Chardo plays on the West High football team, also runs track and field.
And Chardo is an important part of that West High School football team, too. Three-point wrestling stance. I don't know where to get that at, but look at there. Oh, good motion. Boy, Chardo is an athlete. He's got good motion. Feet move well. Again, you get kind of a stalking style and then a side-to-side, a lot of motion style. West kid takes the risk of moving backwards so much, though, that he takes a risk of getting called for stalling. Well, single leg, running the pipe. Sits him on his butt, 2-point takedown. Nice.
Nice move by Kamber.
Nice. That was some nice technique. That was nice, fundamental, just straight-up wrestling technique.
That's the end of the period.
It's nice to end your first period 2 points up.
Yeah,
that's
exactly right. The timing was ideal.
If you're 2 points after the first period, you have a dominating lead in wrestling. If you're wrestling somebody that's, if you're a good wrestler, it's a dominating position. And it's a big comeback to get from there.
Well, the young man from Colony gets the
escape.
Now
he's 3-point lead. Stood up, powered off the mat, controlled the hands, fought the hands, got out. Had low center of hip, just like we talked about before. The same stuff you start teaching the 5-year-old in your wrestling room. High crotch attempt, a little bit of a half-hearted one from the Colony wrestler. Again, you're seeing a lot of offense are just at least partial shots from the Colony wrestler. He's not committing totally on them. But the West wrestler is not really taking any big offensive motion. He's in this 3-point stance trying to get something to happen from motion and side to side. There he was with a pass by attempt, but didn't really have the elbow control he needed. They're both battling for that inside tie pretty well.
Nice.
Sits him right on his butt with that single leg.
Just a basic move.
That's So if you were watching the NCAA finals, you'd see kids winning NCAA finals with that technique right there. That is great technique. That just single leg, running the pipe, sitting the guy on their butt. It's all the little stuff that come before that, setting that shot, getting that kid to make the step you want him to, doing all that stuff that makes it, makes it advanced. Going for that cradle attempt, guts it locked up, it looks like. Guts it locked up. Did you see the West wrestler when he put the real big pressure, he reached over and just grabbed his shoe and his foot so that he couldn't sit him back.
Right.
He was thinking of how to survive.
Well, we're at the end of the second period. Connolly up 5-0 over West here in this 160-pound weight class.
So I believe that the West wrestler has won that when they wrestled before. I'm not sure. I know that they've wrestled 2 times this season.
That's
and they're 2-0.
Yeah, Kamber Lucas.
Boy, Kamber is really working that near side, that cross-face cradle. Looks like he's going to switch it up a little bit. Takes the risk of riding that ankle back there for quite a bit of while. Officials up here in Alaska don't like to see you just hanging on that ankle ride back there. They want you to step out to the side a little bit, or at least switch sides.
Right.
You get called for stalling on top.
Right.
The West wrestler is not making it call it because he's sprawled out, trying not to get turned, not building a base. Yeah. Yep, that's what happened right there, stalling bottom man. And he just gave top. Actually, he said stalling top man. Now he just reversed himself. No, okay. He held the wrong hand up, so he did give stalling green 1 point. West wrestler is just not coming off the mat. Let's see that if that little yelling that Coach Silverthorne just gave him will get him to explode off the bottom. Stops his motion, puts him back down, breaks his base, rolling his wrist. Yeah, the West wrestler is just, again, another stalling call, 1 point.
Kamber Lucas 10 seconds away from winning the 160-pound weight class.
Yes, he is, and Amber just cut him loose and let him go. Knew that he had it in the bag.
Good job by the young man from Connolly High School.
Very good job. He came to win this match. And they've wrestled twice before, and it's been close both times, from what I understand. And that wasn't a close match. That was a 6-0 match.